Today's topic is very important for all the exams, from basic to the advanced level. Whether you are preparing yourself for any STS, NTS or any comparative exam like CSS and PMS as well. जब हम बात करते हैं तो हमारा लहजा, हमारा एक्सेंट शो करता है कि हम कोई सवाल कर रहे हैं या कोई स्टेटमेंट दे रहे हैं या कोई एक्सक्लेमेटरी सेंटेंस मतलब कोई खुशी गम को एक्सप्रेस कर रहे हैं। हम अपनी थॉट्स और फीलिंग्स को एक्सप्रेस करने के लिए अपने स्पीच में अपने बोलते वक्त हम पॉजेस देते हैं। पॉजेस मतलब स्टॉप करते हैं, कहीं रुकते हैं। एक्सेंट से पता चल जाता है कि हमारा मतलब क्या है, लिसनर्स को समझ आ जाता है। पर जब हम रिटन की बात करें तो उसमें कैसे पता चलेगा अगर पंक्चुएशन मार्क्स हैं क्या? ये एक्चुअली सिंबल्स हैं। पंक्चुएशन is a system of signs or symbols given to a reader to show how a sentence is constructed and how it should be read. Punctuation, in fact, shows how a sentence should be read, making the meaning clear. There are so many punctuations like ellipsis. An ellipsis consists of three evenly spaced periods and is used to indicate the omission of words or suggest an incomplete thought. In general, an ellipsis should be treated as a three-letter word with a space, three periods in a space. इसका सिंपली ये मतलब होता है कि राइटर कुछ और एक्सप्लेन करना चाहता है या कुछ और एक्सप्लेन करने की नीड है. The comma is useful in a sentence when the writer wishes to pause before proceeding, or he wishes to separate atoms on a list, wishes to aid a phrase that does not contain any new subject. It is used when more than one adjective is used, describing a word like beautiful, trustworthy, honest, hardworking. For example, in the following sentence, the phrase or clause between the commas gives us more information behind the actions of the boy. The boy, who knew that his mother was about to arrive, ran quickly towards the opening door. Note that if the phrase or clause were to be removed, the sentence would still make sense, although there would be a loss of information. Alternatively, two sentences could be used. The boy ran quickly towards the opening door. Full stop. He knew that his mother was about. Mark indicates a strong feeling within a sentence, such as fear, anger, love. It's also used to accentuate feeling within the written or spoken word. For example, what a beautiful car it is. How cold the night it is. In this way, it can also be used to indicate a sharp instruction. For example, stop, police, or to indicate humor. Next one is semicolon. The semicolon is perhaps the most difficult sign of punctuation to use accurately. If no doubt, avoid using it and convert the added material into a new sentence. As a general rule, the semicolon is used in the following ways when joining two connected sentences. In place of conjunction, date or which. जब हम प्रेसी राइटिंग की बात करें CSS में या किसी भी एग्जाम में प्रेसी राइटिंग आती है तो उनमें हम क्या होता है कि 1/3 हमें करना होता है ओरिजिनल टेक्स्ट का, तो जितना हो सके हम वर्ड्स को कम करते जाते हैं ऑब्वियसली। तो कंजक्शंस की जगह पर डेट या विच की जगह पर हम सेमीकोलन का यूज कर सकते हैं। ठीक है, वी सेट आउट एट dawn, the weather looked promising. The semicolon can also be used to assemble detailed lists. For example, the conference was attended by delegates from Paris, France, Paris, Texas, London, UK, Stockholm, Sweden, Colombo, Sri Lanka, and Mumbai. Sentence making a very pointed pause between two phrases. There are two main uses of the colon. It is most commonly used punctuation when you make a list. For example, she placed the following items into the trolley: beer, fruit, vegetables, toilet rolls, cereals, and cartons of milk. Or it can be used within a heading or descriptive title. For example, human resource management guidelines for telephone advisors. Next one is apostrophe. The apostrophe indicates possession or ownership. For example, the girl's hat was green. It means girl is in the singular. This shows the reader that the hat belongs to the girl. The girl's hats were green. Girl in this instance are plural. That is, more than one girl, more than one hat. This indicates that the hats belong to the girls. Another use of apostrophe is to indicate where a letter is omitted. For example, we are going to do this course. Isn't this a fine example of punctuation? इसका मतलब है, is not this a fine example of punctuation? The next example is the time is now 7 o'clock. The time is now 7 of the clock. मेरी प्रेपोजिशन वाली जो वीडियो है उसमें प्रेपोजिशन के टाइप में डिस्गाइज्ड प्रेपोजिशन है ओ क्लॉक, ओ के बाद अपस्ट्रॉफी है, जो ओमिटेड लेटर है वो एफ यानी Quotation marks are used to mark out direct speech when quoting someone else's speech. For example, my grandpa said, share your chocolates with your friends. इनको inverted commas में बंद किया गया है. Inverted commas quotation marks. One is hyphen. The hyphen is used to link words together or to make compound words from simple words. For example, 18th century people, weekend, second class post, non-verbal or kind-hearted people, etc. The hyphen is also used when a word is split between two lines. The hyphen should be placed between syllables at the end of the upper line and indicates to the reader that the word will be completed on the next or parenthesis, जिसे हम small brackets भी कहते हैं. Always come in pairs and are used to make an aside or a point which is not part of the main flow of a sentence. If you remove the words between the brackets, the sentence should still match. The next one is a square bracket. A different set of square brackets can be used to abbreviate lengthy quotations. Simply कि square brackets हम जब हम essay में या किसी report में quotations लिखें तो तब हम use करते हैं square bracket. Punctuation is a slanting line that is generally used instead of the conjunction or it is also used to denote the availability of options and choices. जब हमें options या choices हैं तब हम स्लेश का इस्तेमाल करते हैं और इसका मतलब होता है Dash is a punctuation that resembles a hyphen. Dash जो है वो हाइफन से रिजेम्बलेंस रखती है. बस फर्क ये है कि हाइफन थोड़ी सी छोटी होती है जो कंपाउंड वर्ड्स के बीच में यूज होती है और डेश जो है वो उससे थोड़ा सा ज्यादा होता है. मतलब कि हाइफन डेश इज यूज्ड टू सेपरेट पार्ट ऑफ अ सेंटेंस एंड इंडिकेट अ ब्रेक. It indicates a longer pause than a comma. Is question mark. Question mark simply indicates that a sentence is asking a question. For example, are we at the beginning? Stop, which is also known as period. A full stop should always be used to end a sentence and that you are about to move on indicates to further that a point has been made related point. Less frequently, a series of three full stops, जिसे हम ellipsis भी कहते हैं, ये भी punctuation है. A series of three full stops can be used to indicate where a section of a quotation has been omitted when it is not relevant to the text. For example, the boy was happy at the start of his summer holiday. A single full stop may also be used to indicate the abbreviation of commonly used words as in the following: MA, PhD, MPhil,